Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG. It's that time again. It's been a couple weeks since the release of Set 4 Ultra Limit. It's time to take a look at the marketplace of the game. We're going to be going over the 4 sets: Awakened, Pulse, Blazing Aura, Raging Roar, and Ultra Limit, as well as the tournament promos and Fusion World promotional cards. So, with that, well, I should say before we hop into it, sorry, it's been a crazy week. I'm finally getting time to sit down and do this. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 2,300 subs and eventually getting to 2,500 subs. I'd really appreciate any and all support you guys are willing to give, especially if you like this type of content. So, YouTube stuff out of the way. Let's talk about prices here. So, let's start with... oh my god, I was going to say Raging Roar. Awakened Pulse, the first set of this game that released earlier this year in January, I believe. So let's take a look here. Right now, right now I think the game is at a weird spot where it is now easier than ever to get a hold of this product. In fact, there's even reprints of previous sets out in the wild as blisters that I've been noticing at your Walmarts, Targets, Barnes & Noble, your local game stores. Like, it's happening. We are getting reprints because Bandai wants to make sure you're able to get the older product, more readily available. But of course, that can impact prices as well. As we can see here, right off the bat, a case of Awakened Pulse is going for about $800. Is the cheapest one, and it's kind of going up from there, about $945 to $1,000, even upwards of $1,200. And as we can see here, looks like there was a sale just earlier this month on the 7th for $820. Actually kind of looks like, based off the last couple of sales, prices were going up for a while and they are starting to go back down a little bit. Could be because the fact that reprints are out now, but who knows. But a case for $800 is pretty standard pricing, I'd say. The God Rare of this set, the first ever God Rare, sitting at about $400. It's fallen quite a bit since its original release. As you can see here, there are still sales. We got 2 so far this month at $400 and then 1 at $380. Prices were a little over $400 to $450. So actually looks like prices were a little lower a couple months ago and they've went back up. Now they're starting to go back down again, more than likely because of the release of reprints. Beyond that, Awakened Pulse Booster Box is selling for $65. So not a whole lot, especially in comparison to what they are at launch, which is typically about $80 to $90. MSRP is around $100. Let's take a look here. Looks like we have sales as early as today, at the time of recording this video, at $65 and $68. They look to be on a little bit of a downtrend. Looks like late last month they were around $73. Before that, around 70, as high as 81, almost $82. Prices are kind of fluctuating a little bit. But once again, I do believe it is because of the reprints being released. But I still say Awakened Pulse is probably doing the best out of the other sets right now for sealed product. Now, taking a look at some of the highest cards in this set, surprisingly, Gohan's Alt Art Leader is the most expensive card in this set after the God Rare, which is weird because Gohan's really not doing anything this set. That would, like, at $50, that's still a really good price for an Alt Art Leader. But Gohan really isn't doing anything this set, so I'm not sure why he is as high as he is. Surprisingly, I don't understand why Androids isn't higher. Androids is one of the best decks in the format for $36, and if you are a diehard Green player and diehard Androids player, this is the time to pick up this leader. I mean, the leader's doing amazing. It's constantly topping events. It's easily in the top 3 for best leader. But there has been rumors that the 4-drop Android card is going to be limited or even banned. So that could impact this leader's ability ability to top and compete overall, because that card is very much required for this deck to pop off. But I think $36 is a pretty good price for it, especially when you look at some of the last 2 months here. There's like 37, there's 40, 35, 38, 37. So $36, I'd say is pretty solid price for this leader. I love alt art leaders in this game, so picking on up for 36 bucks I think is pretty darn good. Goku Black is still doing pretty well at 33. U7 Goku really isn't seeing any type of play. Beerus, surprisingly, once again, is at $28. Trunks at 25. Pick up Trunks. Pick up Trunks at 25. I think that is a great deal. The alternate art secret rares really cheap too. So if you're looking to pick those up, $27 and $19. Like if you're a collector, this is a great opportunity to buy singles to make sure your collection is where you want it to be. Man, Ginyu at 12 and Cooler at 11. Holy crap. Get them. If sure, these leaders aren't doing amazing in the meta, but if you're a collector, you can't beat these prices. Secret rares going for about $11, which I think is pretty solid. It is a great card in Daimogoku if you don't have the 6-drop secret rare from the new set. Blisters are going for about $9. Specifically the Trunks one here are going for $9. That is actually kind of insane. You could just buy blisters right now for like $4 to $5. Alternate art cards, looks like the most expensive alt art card that is not a leader or secret rare is the Androids Double Striker, which once again, Androids is doing really well, so I can understand why this card is still holding its value. But once again, prices being what they are, it's a great time to buy singles. Goku Black, I bought these off a subscriber for about 15 a piece. It was like 11 or 15 a piece, and now they're down to $6. Pick this up. If you are a blue player, pick this card up. It is really, really good. I love the alt art on it. Alt art Android 18, 2-drop, $7. The Vegeta giving the thumbs up right before he gets absolutely railed. Sorry for that term, but almost $10. Insane. These are fantastic prices. The standard Android 18 is going for about almost $5. Alt Art Cooler for almost $3. This is a fantastic card to pick up in this set just because it's Blue's Best Awakener. For $3, absolute steal. 100% pick this card up. Then, of course, we have the standard cards. Oh, wow. The uncommon Zamasu, which I actually realized I don't own too many of this card, is going for 97 cents. Insane. Other super rares are going for anywhere from $1 to 50 cents. Green is typically the only color that's really holding its value with super rares, being Androids, Vegeta, and Android 18. Great opportunity to pick up some cards from set 1, for sure. Let's hop on over to Blazing Aura. A case of Blazing Aura is selling as low as $5.85. $5.86 if we round up. That's crazy. If you look at the sales here, looks like there were a couple sales as of a couple days ago at that price, about $5.90 for a case. Now, here's my thing when it comes to cases. I don't like buying cases online, specifically because I imagine people buy multiple cases, cracking them open, hoping to find that God Rare, and once they found the God Rare, they know the other cases are not worth it, so they sell them off. People expecting to hopefully pull a God Rare or a lot of really good chase cards, don't temper your standards a little bit. But a case of this product for $5.85 is insane. Set 2, that's kind of a tough one. Set 2 really isn't doing a whole lot in this current meta. Zamasu is doing pretty well as a rogue deck. Cell's a really cool rogue deck. Vegeta, okay, so I guess there are some leaders that are doing well. Speaking of the God Rare, $3.50. So doing a little less than the first God Rare. And if we look at prices here, holy crap, there was what? Some people got a steal. There was a $200 sale just last in October. Then $405. Holy crap. $375, $345. Wow. Okay, so the card looks like it has been going down in value. Spoiler alert, all the God Rares seemingly are going down in value. But it's just because there's so much more product. There's so many of them out in the wild now. People who really, really wanted to buy them bought them early on. So now it's just people who held on to them, more than likely trying to get rid of them now. A box of this set is $46. That is, yeah, that's real low. If you're looking to get into this game, $46 for a box. Same deal. Like, I guess the same reason why I don't buy boxes online, you know, why I don't buy cases, is more than likely people will crack open boxes to get their hits. Once they find like the big hits in their case, they're going to sell off the rest of the boxes knowing that there's not any big hits. So be wary of that. If you don't care about pulling hits and you really just want to get as much cards as you possibly can, this is a great way to do it. And for $46, that's a great deal. Now, going over the alt art cards after the God Rare, Vegito Secret Rare alt art is still the most expensive card in set 2 after the God Rare. Card is beautiful. I love this. I wish I would have pulled it. We are sitting at about $37 with sales about $38 to $37. A couple of sales at a little over $40 last month. But the card has significantly dropped in price. This card used to be like a $69 to $70 card. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how far it has dropped. The most expensive leader appears to be Yellow Vegeta. Surprisingly, Yellow Vegeta really hasn't done a whole lot in the meta, but it's a really cool leader. It's a very good generic leader, which means it could see really good support later on. And they still are supporting this leader, so makes sense. $34, I think any leader around the $30 range, easy pickup if you're a collector. Next up, you have Cell at 25. Solid leader. You know, Jamaid will swear by him. Then we have the Vegito Secret Rare. This card is still sitting around $22. This used to be like a $40 card, while like it was like around the time it first came out. It has dropped significantly, but we are seeing sales around that price. So I think for $22, if you get around 22 to 25, I think that's a very good card, especially since it is still played as like a 2 to 3 of, sometimes even a 4 of in a lot of blue decks. You know, I can understand people being hesitant to buy a whole set, but I do think it is a good investment. It is a great card in blue. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Topo or Godku, Topku has dropped significantly, $14. And this, when I pulled this card, I remember selling it for like 120 something. But since this card hasn't really seen a lot of play since they nerfed a lot of its best support, makes sense. If you're a collector, pick it up at this price. For $14, you're never going to get a cheaper price than that, I think. Maybe a couple bucks, but $14 I think is great. Pick up Zamasu. Pick up this leader at this price, $16. That is a steal. This is a sleeper hit in my opinion. It is a really, really good control deck. Probably the best control deck next to Trunks. I think for anything less than $20, a steal. 100%. Let's see here. Alt Art Gohan. I love the artwork on this card. $20. This card's actually seemingly gone up in price. Yeah, if we look here, looks like they were dropping as low as 13, but seem to be on the rise once again, with red becoming a very powerful force in the new set 4 meta. This card is going up in price, so if you're looking to kind of alt art your deck here, I think it is a good time to do it. Prices here are kind of all over the place at $14, $20, $15, almost $16. There's $20 again, $14. Pick this card up. If you are looking to alt art your red deck, I think it is a good buy. The Alter Art Secret Rare Frieza, just $13. Crazy. Just pick it up. Like this, collectors, you're having a field day. You know, Alt Art Goku being 12, Alt Art Bulma being 10. The alt art cards in this set are holding their value decently, not amazing, but decently. Crazy on this Gohan card, like this card was like $4 and now is seemingly going up. It's now sitting at lowest price $6.50. Like I said, this card is absolutely a necessary 4 of in most red decks now. I think you should pick this card up if you don't already have it. You get a playset for about $28 after tax. I think is very much worth it. Let's see here. Secret Rare Golden Frieza sitting about $7. The Alt Art Vegito. This card used to be a staple in a lot of blue decks. Most blue decks seemingly are going away from it because of the 7 cost or less requirement, and there are so many cards now that can easily get rid of a 25k body that it's not even worth keeping on board anymore, because you're almost never guaranteed to get it off more than twice. I think it is great to pick up these cards. Some of these Altar cards being less than $5, easy purchase. Speaking of cards that are just worth their money, this Goku is another amazing staple card for yellow that is sitting about $5 right now. And as we see, they were sitting at $2 and they are going up in price, seeing a 67% increase. I say if you don't have your playset, pick these up while you can. This card is absolutely gas in yellow. But for the most part, it looks like a lot of SRs in this set are holding their value, and a lot of their alternate art cards are really, really cheap. I'd say pick up a bunch of these cards if you can. But yeah, and of course there are a lot of SRs that are below $1, some even less than 25 cents, which is insane to me. But yeah, I think blue is in a weird spot where the boxes are super cheap, but the super rares and alt arts are decently priced. Next, we have Raging Roar, set 3. Now, a case of Raging Roar, sitting at $485. That is criminal. That is, you are committing robbery getting a case at that price. Like I said, though, these cases could be dead cases. They've already pulled the God Rare out of a case and they're just selling their spares, trying to make up back their money. But if you're just looking for the most amount of product you can, this is it. For $480, wow. These used to be like $500. They went up a bit, actually. Mid-October, they're going for around $540, but they've progressively gone down in price. So let's take a look here. Let's see, yeah, 485, 500, 500, 500, 600. And they're selling for about that price. Yeah, about $500. So yeah, if you're just looking to collect a bunch of set 3, this is your time to do it. The God Rare in this set, oh boy, even lower at about $300. Damn. This is crazy because this is the God Rare of a card that's actively used a lot in black decks too. So I'm actually kind of surprised. As you can see, it used to be almost 500 and it's progressively been going down in price. So maybe this is I think that's a really solid price for a God Rare. But if you're just waiting to see if it goes down anymore, I wouldn't be surprised if you just waited. As you can see here, sales have kind of been sparse. Only 3 sales were made in October, 4 in November, and the price has been going down. So it might be a chance, it might be an opportunity to pick this card up in the foreseeable future. With looks like set boxes are sitting at about that $46, almost $47, which is similar to the Blazing Aura. Once again, great way to just get a bunch of cards. Next, we have the most expensive card, not in the not counting the God Rare, is the Alternate Art Secret Rare Son Goku. And yeah, the card's gas. Card's beautiful. You need to run 4 of these in your black decks for the most part. So this card being at $60, I'm not that surprised, but I'm surprised it's holding its value much more over the Vegito Secret Rare. But in a way, like I said, it's more openly used. Next, we have the most expensive leader in the set, which is the Son Goku GT. And yeah, I mean, the leader got really good support in the most recent set, and it's actually become one of the better black leaders to run. So makes sense. Deck is good. Let's see here. The Secret Rare alone is sitting about $39. That's the reason why I only own 1 of this card, is because I had to buy 1 from a friend. And I've pulled maybe 2 Gohans out of my like 4 to 5 boxes. I haven't pulled a single Goku. But like I said, you need to run 3 to 4 copies of this card in most black decks. So it makes sense that it's holding its price. And it's typically been that price for a while. So I don't really feel like that's going to change, especially with black being as powerful as it is. This is crazy to me with how good Jiren is in this meta, being only a $25 card. Now I know that's lightly played, but I mean, prices aren't that different. About at most $30. It's insane. With sales here, let's take a gander. Yeah, sitting about $29 to $22. I mean, honestly, like I said, any leader around the $20 range, instant pickup for me. Goku, man, Deadku High School or Dragon Ball Evolution Goku. If you are looking to play this leader and make him look super fancy, $20. Like $5 for shipping, but $20. This leader used to be up there, like almost $60, and has dropped in price significantly. Probably when people realized he wasn't good in set 3, but in set 4, he's doing very, very well. So if you're looking to play this leader and make it fancy, get this. I think for $20, like $20 is the cheapest, but then you have like 25, 35. So like there's a $26 card. Like do it, 100%. This leader is worth it. Alternate Art Gohan is only going for about $16. Alternate Art Piccolo is about $14. Boo is $12. Then we have some of the Alt Art cards. Vegeta looks amazing. I love this card, and it's only $10. Just love it. Fantastic. Set 3 had some amazing Alt Art cards, so this might be a great opportunity to pick some up. And they're relatively affordable. Some of the staples like Videl and Gohan for blue decks being, $9 for Videl, $6 for Gohan. That's pretty solid. I would not be upset about buying a playset. Bardock, $750. GT Goku $750. Boo 7. Jiren 6. Like for the most part, these alt art cards are very cheap, and they look gorgeous. 100%. Now, it looks like we don't have any info on blisters, but like packs are going for like $2 for this. And then most of the SRs are dirt cheap, like $1 for Gohan, less than 50 cents for Videl, less than $1 for Bardock, $1.50 for GT Goku, 20 cents for this Vegeta, which is criminal. There's a lot of really, really good cards in set 3, so this is your opportunity to pick those up. Which now brings us to our set 4, our most recent set, Ultra Limit. Let's take a look at some of these cards here. Now, starting off with the cases. Cases for $597. So it's better than Raging Roar, but it is not better than the first 2 sets. So being able to pick up the brand new set, a whole case, 12 boxes for $518 is crazy. As you can see here, the price has gone down quite a bit, and sales are roughly around that $515, $518 price. Hell, there's a guy who got a case for $490. Like crazy. I think this set is amazing. Set 4 has been so much fun to play, so being able to get a bunch of cards for $500, steal. Go in with like 2 friends, easy. The God Rare sitting at about $305. Now, this doesn't surprise me. This God Rare is honestly probably the worst God Rare, just because it is so similar to the first God Rare from set 1, and the fact that the difference between the God Rare and the Alt Art Secret Rare is so very minute. It's just little to no difference. So I'm not surprised it's not doing as well. Which, I mean, let's look at the Alt Art Secret Rare Goku. Like $50. Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, the card's good. You need to run like 3 to 4 copies of this card in most red decks now, so it's going to hold its value. And I think $50 for the alternate art is pretty solid. Baby, oh man, alt art Baby. Baby was the best. Is probably one of the best leaders in this game right now, and the price reflects it, being at $48. Crazy enough, after it won Nationals from Andrew Duvall, which we won't go into the whole debacle about how you probably shouldn't have won that. This card shot up to like $160, but people were just trying to bank off the hype, which God forbid, please tell me no one bought it for that much. Okay, we're good. We're good. No one bought it for that much. It's been sitting around $40 at most $65. But I actually pulled this card recently, as of last weekend. So I love this card. It's a great leader. I think $48 is probably going to be where it's sitting at for a while. But it may go down in price once people realize that it's a good leader. It's for sure. But maybe it's not like the greatest. Boxes for this set are $52. Instant purchase. I mean, if I found a box for $52 out in the open, I've opened like 5-6 boxes of this set. I would probably buy another one for that price. I've got my sealed collection behind me. I'm always tempted to open it. I know people in the comments want me to open them, but not yet. Then we have Majin Buu as our second most expensive alt art leader, which he's been doing pretty darn consistent in the meta. I don't think he's won really many events, if any, maybe like one, but he's a very powerful leader and a very popular leader as well, and the alt art is sick. So $40, I think that is fair. Like, you're probably going to see the prices for these leaders stay where they are for a while, at least until the start of set 5's meta. Then we have Gohan at, 28. UI Goku surprisingly hasn't been doing like, okay, it has not been topping events, but it has been doing well in events. So I'd say for 26 bucks, I think it's a really good opportunity to pick up this guy. I traded my UI Goku to my buddy Zach for his Gohan he pulled. So I'm pretty happy, but I really do want to get this Majin Buu leader. And of course, I also pulled a alternate art Vegeta leader at 22. I traded that off to a buddy too. Then we have the Vegito alternate art secret rare. This card is beautiful. I love it. I've pulled one myself. $23. Not bad at all. In my own opinion, there's a lot of places selling it for around that $23 mark. So I think 23 bucks for this is a great card, especially if you're looking to get like 2 to 3 copies of it. Sure, why not? The secret rare Goku, like I said, this card is a staple now in most red decks, being $23. I think that is actually pretty darn low for how powerful this card is, especially with how GT Goku from set 3 is still around 39. I would say pick this guy up if you can. Looks like he's been kind of going down a little bit, and now he's going back up. So I'd say if you're looking to play this guy, pick him up as soon as you can. Standard Vegito leader, only $11. That's awesome. Now, the alternate art cards for this set are decent. You have alt art Baby here, almost a $9 card. Excuse me. A $9 card. Card is gorgeous. Then you have the GT Trunks, which is one of the best black cards, if not the best black card we have, at almost $10. I think if you're looking to play this deck, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up these, especially if you want to be flashy and fancy with your deck. But if you don't want to be fancy, you can definitely pick up the cheaper ones. Daima Goku, we have the Daima hype happening right now, but this card is also insanely good in red decks, being $9.50 right now a card. I think that's a solid price. I'd say if you're looking to be fancy, pick it up. Then you have Nappa going for about $7. Baby going for less than $5. Majin Buu, both Majin Buus less than $5 instant. I'm going to be ordering these cards myself. Then you have Frieza for less than $4. Gotenks SR less than $4. Like that, I love this art too. This is probably one of my favorite artworks in this set, and it's insane how cheap this is. Let's see, Alt Art Daima Vegeta, $3. Pick that up if you're looking to be a very good control player. You want to get a playset of that. But beyond that, the SRs are all less than $1 right now. 75 cents, 70 cents, 65, 99 cents. The gold Daima cards do not hold value. They just don't. In my opinion, I hate the fact that these cards were put into the boxes as chase cards, because yeah, sure, they got some golden details, but like you got 4 to 5 cards per box, if I remember correctly, and they're all less than 50 cents. They, in my opinion, were just wasted slots that I wish I could have gotten like more SRs in. But like, yeah, pick up 15 cents. Gold Shin, 15 cents. Like gold Goma, 13 cents. It's crazy. Golden Bulma's 5 cents. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I know they're doing the whole Daima hype, but I really wish we just didn't need to have golden cards, Next up, we're looking at tournament promos. These are the cards that are given out for winning big tournaments, either ultimate battles or regionals. And looks like there's been a little bit of shakeup here. Looks like the most expensive tournament card you can get right now is this. I think it was top 64 regional. No, I'm sorry, not top 64. It's like top 16 Goku. This card's sitting about 165. Price has gone down a little bit, but it appears to be maybe on the rise back up. Looked like there was a sale not for like $100 the other day, but most of the prices are sitting at like 120 to 165. So there's a little bit of discrepancy in the price, but you could only get this card during that regional time frame, so you're not going to be able to really earn it anymore. Next up, you have the Vegeta that I think was like top 64, and this is about $94. Looks like it has been on the rise, but it also looks like it's going down a little bit. Oh, hold on. Whoa, wow, yeah, it was over $100, and now it's going down. Looks like the lowest was 94, but like, oh, stage 0. Hey, okay, you know, never mind. Probably over $100 at this point. So yeah, I mean, if you got one of these and you're looking to sell it, I think it's a good time to do that. Or if you're looking to just buy to collect them, I can see that these cards staying at this price for a while. Next up, we have one of the most recent, given out cards, and that is the Championship Finalist Energy Marker. You got this for getting into the finals of the most recent regionals and nationals. This card is easily $100. Card is beautiful. Goku, like the Goku with the blue around him, Jiren with the red. This card is sick. I love it. It's a fancy ass energy marker. And the prices, there's only a few of them, but like there's $100, $108, $110, all the way up to $173. What is it selling for though? Only one sale as of today for $100 even. So if you got this card, congratulations for earning it. You could sell it for $100. Oh god, championship finalist packs are going for $100. That's crazy. You don't know what you're getting in there. Top 8 Bardox. This was given out at a lot of regional events and in-store regionals. I unfortunately did not get one. I got 10th place, so I was just 2 points shy of getting one. I wish I had gotten one of these, but it is really, really cool. Gorgeous card. I wish we got more Bardock Super Saiyan artwork. Then we have the Vegito Ultimate Battle card being at almost $47. I'm not going to grab mine off the shelf, but I do now own one of these. My buddy was nice enough to trade it to me. I traded a couple other cards for it because I love the artwork, and I'm a blue player, so I got to collect all the fancy blue stuff. Next, we have another Ultimate Battle card, Vegeta. This one looks like to be on. It was a bit of a decline. It's like $60. Now it's going down to about $55. You can kind of see here, kind of going all over the place. Prices as low as $55, all the way up to $75. Solid. Like, I have a feeling that your tournament promo cards are going to hold more value than most cards. Then we have one of the leaders that we got at the Daima event, which is sitting about $35. I own this card, and because I won my event. But I ended up letting Buddy have the gold Vegeta card, which he said he's going to give back to me. So shout out, Joe. You are an absolute Chad. Then we have some of the new promo cards that were given out at the recent event. $30 for this Bulla Alt Art Gold Super Combo. Then we have some Judge cards, Championship packs. Oh, here's another $30 card. This is sad. This was like a $50, $60 card when I earned it in my in-store regional, but now it's down to like $15. That is big sad. I really don't expect this card to drop in value as much as it did. And yeah, the prices are kind of fair. Like, I mean, I get it. Who wants to buy a card that was given out as like, you know, lower placing? But hey, I earned it. I was happy with it. More judge cards, you know, like finalists, judge finalist cards. Let's see. Zamasu is oh god, this card. This card was $20 for this judge event Hercule gold stamp card. Nuts. The Vegeta's not doing so hot at about $12 just because, yeah, this leader is bad. So makes sense why he's so cheap. Let's see. Do we have any other really cool cards to make a note of? A lot of older cards still holding value about, like, you know, $9. We have some new promo cards like the gold stamped Goku Black. We have the Erasa Championship card, which I do play this deck, and getting a really fancy playset of that for like $40. That's not bad. It's not awful. Gold Zenos, maybe like getting 2 of those would be really, really cool. The new Orange Star High School, which is super weird because there's no high school in that picture, but you know, really like the artwork. You know, less than $10. A lot of other promo cards are pretty darn cheap though, around like $5 or less. These Cauliflas, which were, you know, given out at the Ultimate Battle that the Vegito card was the winner of, so the winner card of, less than $10. And these cards are really pretty in person, so might be a good opportunity to pick some of those out. Besides that, is there really anything else in the tournament cards? Everything's fairly cheap, you know, $10 at most, $5 or less. You know, tournament cards are always going to hold their value in some way. And I really do like a lot of the artwork on these cards, for sure. I do love this. I didn't get the winner version of this card, but I did get the standard alt art for my Deadku High School deck. Finally, we have the Fusion World promotion cards and packs. So, as we can see here, Serial Gokus. A number series of 777 copies of this card were given. So basically, any person who won this card and earned it will have either one of 777 or any number in between that. These cards are kind of vary in price because depending on the number, depending on the number, it's going to be worth more. Like some people really want the 420 or 69 version of this card, but easily $1,000. Card, still the most expensive card in the game by far. Next, we have the energy marker given out in the Sparking Zero pack. I have this marker myself. This one I can reach over and snag. Yeah, because I got that. I got the collector's edition. I spent a bunch of money on it, and I think this energy marker is so beautiful. Prices have gone down because most people were just kind of throwing out. Excuse me. They were throwing out kind of joke prices at $669 or $420.69. But most people are typically selling it around like the $130 to $150 range, which most of the sales, the only sales of this marker are $125 to $130. So if you got the collector's edition and you want to make back some of your money, I think you could easily sell this. Then you have the Goku and Vegeta gold cards from the very first event. They're sitting about $89 to $85, with some of the prices, though, being a little bit higher, a little over $100. I think these cards are really cool. They symbolize the very first winner cards, but they're not good cards to actually play in decks, but I just think their symbolism of being like the first cards. Maybe they will go up in price later on, but for now, they're sitting around that $100, like anywhere from $80 to $100 range. Then, of course, you have the Premium Collector Leader Pack, which came with the 5 leaders and the Dragon Ball Energy Marker. $55, I think, is a crazy amount for this. But the fact that each card in here is valued at decently high number, I think if you're looking just to get everything, this is a better deal than buying things individually. I still think $55 is a bit much, especially since a lot of these were like given out for like $15 to $20. And like I said, the energy marker here is going for $30 on its own. Next up, you have the other 3 cards that were given out in the Sparking Zero Collector's Pack. As you can see here, 75, 65, and 65. Are they actually selling at those prices, or no? They're selling at about $25 to $30. They're not selling for that much. But looks like all the cheap copies have been bought out. So right now you are looking at that 65 to pick up any of these cards. It's crazy. The only card that's really actually seeing play out of these 3 is the Trunks card, is the Final Hope Slash, only in certain blue decks, which is crazy. Vegeta, part of that pack, $24, I think. Like I said, if you're looking just to get a couple, like 2 cards out of that collection book, you probably should just buy the collection book because it's going to be cheaper in the long run. The Daima card that was given away to people attending New York Comic Con or the Daima experiences, $16, almost 17. I think it's a pretty awesome price. Like see, we have the Broly and the Frieza and the Bardock, all adding up to about like $32, and this is like 62, and then that's like 86. So yeah, just buy the pack. Other than that, we have cards like Glimpse of Hidden Arrogance at $6. Oh, almost forgot the Goku down here. The Gold Bardock Winter card is less than $5. That's kind of crazy. The Gold Winter Goku from the recent pre-release, only $2. Damn. This card actually dropped significantly in price. This was like a $9 or $10 card last weekend. And this has dropped significantly, which makes sense. This card should never have been that high, in my opinion. But as you can see here, yeah, last couple days, it's been like $4, and it's dropped all the way down to $175. It rose in prices because Andrew Duvall used it in his winning list. Like, there's no reason for it to be that much. Beyond that, the promo cards are all really, really cheap right now. You know, less than $1. Like Gen Con promos, other tournament promo packs. It's all super cheap. So, I think that's going to be it for this Market Watch video today. My thoughts at the end of this, because I like to get my thoughts at the end of each market video, kind of going over like all the prices we've seen. This is a great opportunity to hop into this game. Now, you have two options. You can go the cheaper route and just buy the singles of the deck you want to build. It will be overall cheaper in the long run, especially if you only have like one, maybe two decks in mind that you really, really want to play. The cards now are super cheap. I think it's a great opportunity to pick these cards up and build the deck that you want. Now, the other option, of course, is you can buy a lot of sealed product for cheap as well. Like I said, a case for $5.17, you and two friends, or hell, you and a friend, pay $300 each. You get 6 boxes. You share your cards, go crazy, build whatever decks you want. I think that is like there's a lot of really great paths into entry into this game. And I want to say to a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, well, look at all those prices. The game is dead. No one cares about this game. The game isn't dead. The prices are a lot cheaper now because there is way more product out in the wild. People are buying way more product and selling off the stuff that they don't want. And because of that, there's so many people doing that. The prices are obviously going to be cheap because people bought a bunch of cases hoping to get the God Rare, and now they're selling off their stock. It's okay. It makes sense. I'm not going to complain. I like it when cards have value, but I'm not going to be upset when they don't. It allows people to get into the game and enjoy themselves and just not feel like they have to be they're being gate kept out of a card game. So I'm not upset the prices are the way they are. I think prices are going to hold. I think once Set 5 releases, when we have our first year anniversary, that's when things are going to get crazy. That's when things are going to really explode for this game, I'm hoping. Because what could they possibly do to make this game better? Multicolor leaders, multicolor cards even. Like, I think the big hype of Set 5, its first year anniversary. Sorry, looking at the camera wrong. I think that the game is doing fine. It is harder to build locals in certain areas for sure, but I think overall the game is in a very good spot. So, competitively, this game is the best it's ever been. There's so many leaders doing really, really well. Each color has a leader or two that can be competitive. It's awesome. So, yeah, I'm having fun with this. I'm getting more people into this game. More people are loving the new leaders, the new archetypes, and it's only going to get better from there. So, like I said, great opportunity to get into the game. If you and a friend are curious to get into it, just do it. Hop into it. Buy singles. Buy sealed product. It's everywhere. Have fun. Go nuts. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me also what your thoughts are on the marketplace state of this game. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys.